and the union say assume by force will be then will pass. And I will pass it. Iron yenyim zibi wo gold board for one transactions that wire on one kasa one office. And na yenyim there son a Kelvin Poreba because say it to gold na aton gold in Boka is in Fasuna Ezeba. Oh yeah, IMF for one reporter a bang in your copy. IMF for actual there by as of December 2025 no losses no was in excess of 9 billion cedis. Onye mi na mabomitrim no bi abesha mahroba. Onye mi ibio ayen minority ye raise the mensami. There was an emergency joint board meeting between Gold Board and Bank of Ghana. Immediately we raised this matter in January. And as a result of that joint board meeting, you fees now not over 15%. They themselves reduce it to 9%. So the question is that if I am minority for no ye nkontompo bi na ye twa oyakowisam na ye twa ibazinti na fees no from the original 15% na IMF query no was about 9%, then further reduce it to 5%, and subsequently governor no enwubi denti onya akukudruka de anwan Bank of Ghana watch one way fee Gold Board diamond finance no ho minia Ghana hanehu odubi ayempe no kwa diamond losses it can build schools, it can complete the agenda 111 and over, it can construct more roads, and Ghana will not need to borrow. If the cost of implementing an economic policy is overwhelming, it's far in excess of one kasawo budget, you have to review it. Se bibinya Ghana fo or the wo boyen minority fo ya bado. Yen yanum NDC fo no or the wo boyen abado. That true yen advocacy no nzama bi anche obo prowon ebia wo sesi ni baby nti onye ten na mama bro na Gold Board the phone wasam ni den mpocho. Have they soon forgotten that when they were in opposition they were so loud? Why yama Mrs. Liadapa, was she ever given the opportunity to be heard? Or no, would say na semumpana was BBI politics? Cecilia Dapa?
Yeah.
Or your mamia wa bobra? That woman wa bobra. And so politics inti nyimpa de senyi oguna nyimase wo kroma. And the nyimpa eka Gold Board asem I say hey mo won body. When he had the opportunity, he didn't spare any of these people. But that's not what we are doing. He goes on attacking personality. Even in government today, enjoying a sikakoko no, still no, the arrogance of power, washaroba, numpono, onjai. All right? And then, Yambra Yamami, Chief Justice, Yamami Tokonu, baby, I will be a Michel. Mami no okro conference was Zambia or Tanzania. Ni pediama was a man no. Oben was there one retire the me impress ni ye. What was the amount involved? $4,000. Ye Gold Board in ye or Katina Joy FM share pa. Os wonyin ezi show obi a wa bone bra. Wa be ye lawyer, wa be ye judge, high court, commercial court, wa court of appeal. wabe du Supreme Court na wa bonabado wabe ye Chief Justice we yinezi yayayo otifie wenye entitlement. In fact, I rewu some woman there na the police officer odanwa bono ben about 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago onumponi were withdrawn. The police officer has been withdrawn. You know, there are some people in this country when you be a what dinewu now so one is it so antifoka in what's okoto de ne budget inti yenuanom na wa shase wo sha horoba emi kwame menyimi nuanom minority fo yeremfa ahorobehye in politics, and I won't reply. Hey, we go to social media, wako high nkrofo, won ko church on some tromo.
But yeah, how?
Oh, ame men kanumpo. Ame man yankofumpo se ken bibi bone famona is the same mama. I will text you and say don't ever do that again. Because those are all distractions. Why JH Mensa, go and read graphic of 1999. I've forgotten the date. That my library. Front page, banner. J.H. Waboda Mensa. J.H. Mensa. At 99. I was a young student. UCC. McCraw UCC library.
Okay.
I still remember. Graphical. Front page, banner. J.H. Waboda Mensa. It was a certain NDC penyin bi. No she J.H. Mensa Robadam. And it was on graphic front page. Ne JH Mensa says ojitum do ye JH maboda Mensa. Meked the masaman. Inti yempanyimfo na wodi ye nanyim no. Nwanya na trotro ka. Ahuru bazi washan obi. JH Mensa nizina Markins as a minority leader. He went through a lot, but he didn't give up. Me, I am some my conscience is very clear. Issue, if I'm not sure, I won't raise it. And as it be obabano, look, minority for your research team. Yan so kekene yan kaya asem ehun de na say your policy coordinating committee headed by Kojo Oponkroma, they are putting out issues. Inya da ye so keke na ye kasa. Mbojat masa. We are elevating the politics so that Ghana for oh, look, it will position on in there. You hold on to straw. Assembly America. That's not our style. You know, we want to go down in history there. Minority, we were most responsible in terms of advocacy, engagement on national issues. It's yen so ankasha roba. Yadam ne yete. Bibia yazeba outer. Yankasa ye research. Look, MPP, sometimes I wish that people know when we meet and we discussing issues, the debate okodo. Obia chana don't do this, do this. They be a yadam not. That is MPP. Odibia yangaza no, ye communication no, na odibia na kwachoka krana. Yenu anu ya wudi nyahen. But nka, if we get the communication strategy no right, there's no way party be able to make beat in an election. But we'll leave that for another day. What I'm saying there, gold board is all called one. APRO is bad. Now they are saying that they are going to get themselves involved in forex trading. Why? Do they have the license to do forex auctioning, forex, writing to the commercial banks? Is that their responsibility? Do they have a license to do that? Look, one thing, and Zaman Koye Galamsey has gotten out of hand. Gold board won't go that what if you want more? Small scale miners. Is there a policy by gold board to distinguish between regularly mined gold and Galamsey gold? In your gold board, a penina or down no okojina a river be in Chenoya press conference. Or catch a gun of Funyina there. won't share the color of the river. Ana nyono ye. Mpocho.
Onwa ye.
Inti sende na mo ababem na Nyankopon di dem egwa na amowa. Look, if they embark on reform, I will be the first to support.
Okay.
If the things we tell them and they listen, the gold for reserve policy or Juma, we would come out and commend them. But when we raise issues and we are subjected to attack using certain, pedestrian language on us, thinking that we will also condescend with you, no, we will not. Thinking that we would also reply that no, we will not do that as minority. Let them attack. Let them say what they want to say. But no color on a yakano. You see, sometimes somebody may say IMF losses, our Bank of Ghana was in him. Our Bank of Ghana was in him. Really? But if a transaction no lead to the losses. How can you tell me the gold board made profit? Profit from what? You have a profit. A profit in your base. How can you tell me the Gyamfi? When you are offloading the losses to another entity, then you want to call it another name. Then you present another books and say, oh, you have made profit. Into your kanwasama. Let go and hire somebody on social media to insult us, or hire people to go and write using unprintable words on us. Go and get somebody on a foreign land to begin an attack. It doesn't work on me. It won't work on any of us. Emi so be atidamia aroba means echi. But the truth would always stand. Yesha no. So now the question that I want to ask, even NDC far, one pay the woman who currently there. How come that the fees at 15%
reduce it to 9?
They reduce it to 9, and the federal reduce it to 5, and now BOG says that it has washed its hands off completely. Doesn't that alone vindicate the minority? The so-called ignorant minority. If the minority was that ignorant, why was there an emergency board meeting between Gold Board and BO Bank of Ghana when we raised a red flag? Why is BOG answering to the queries of IMF? Yenya ye promani ye. Missy Dubio, Oman ye penny ye. Intinu yeni anum ni biwa wonya abotar na ikroyi yenyi na yenyu hotim yenyu politics awoye back in opposition hwe ne na answer MPP for your demonstration yen leaders no nyimpa krumpo ambo president Markins yan shikasa intien MPP penyin biara ankasa intien. It was a civilized approach, raising the issues to express our dissent on governance issues. We stayed on course. But these same people use a certain spin. We had a peaceful demonstration, and you bring some cabo na bado. A demonstration no yemu binum na ye wodem na wo for wadwen nkofu pii na wa kometui there. It may not yield the desired results. But cabo or share ni leadership sabio nyimpa zo ya aza na abona bado MPP for damazo ya yenyime ye. We are quick to criticize ourselves, but we are not quick to honor the industry of our colleagues. Into mebo kabo na bado.
Okay.
Mebo nanabi na bado. And all others who worked behind the scene, who supported, with the ideas. Yen papa, me papa, because me kada me papa, or Safata, da me kada me papa. Frank Davis, Chairman Constitutional and Legal Affairs Committee. He showed leadership from beginning to the end. Ozimisem, Honor Nanayan yo, onya accident some 2 years ago, only fully. But opinion Frank Davis, lawyer Frank Davis, ni payin medui, or nantewe from beginning to the end. Former majority leader, Honorable Chairman Sabunsu, our a young flag bearer in office. Odim Shanin Fe, okay, 70. Odim Tintin, ya de chasse. One stop, oh baby, oh, do baby say, hey, leader, son of one was in them. Inti, amazing. In your NDC for 1 hour war yet, and I'm a pede, you waste your time on. Oh. As some corner de Biamaka, Mr. MPP for 1. Hard work. 107.3. Unity. If you combine unity and hard work, so unity plus hard work equal to victory. If we are able to drop individual competition as a party, you compete, collective spirit, strength. Obi a mistake, our friend wokukom, minya hanankoye, yentenan. Obi a juma bonabado, ashenunkran, a complimenting. Then yenina we apply our shoulders to what? The wheel. Na yera push ko. Ibon mo besi 2028. Nkunyimzin oboto boko. Bonda Dr. Baumia yazne segodo. Bonda Osun Frankan ori him. That's all we need. Don't waste your time of and this is for someone when you want opportunity ana.
Yeah.
Intino I am pa. Men said say NDC be pokasa. Men waste your time and share. 107.3. Sometimes they use that trick. You pay attention now. You have fall into that trap. NDC waka kasembi afobino. Don't even waste your time and share. Don't even waste your time and go and read. Focus on your own party. Na yen ton Dr. Baumia. Papa no waso. Wasum party. 2013 ya court. Okay, jina adekum. Or your running mate. Wasum. Embrasum. No so wabo to Frankai. Or yenina hena says it. De yabe ye jumazin. Neza bois. Na no so wenye nkunyimzi. Na nkunyimzin asu yenina hena do. Parliament in there na yawa 87. Ma obiana kumentu. Onye hu 2000 election. Yako 2000 election no. Na yen city ya just 61. Within 4 years. MPP football parliament 97. Yaba 97 na yekite 61 seats. By 2000 na yako 2000 election no. Yenya 102. So there was a net gain of 41 seats. Yedinya simple majority. And Kufo Oduko Odibe president. Yako round 2. Into hu oye tuwa che.
Ani kaboom.
Oye tuwa che. Yenje Messi bia. Yenje monka. Sometimes inyane ye konkomija. Inyane ye konkomija. Ye konkomija. Na asem kitikiti bi. Agensim. Se yen nyina yeti ye ho ase. And the way our constituency elections occur, the level of activism, even regional electioning, and the level of participation, and nkrofo participate. It gives me hope. I mean, me competition, me some oroko nkrofo when you abre wo pepa me say we have a great future ahead of us. So in all of this, na say obi win. Now we winner. Ebonabado. Something happened over the weekend at Ayawaso West Wogon. I'm told the women organizer no winning. Main contender no. Cheda wan kan abanumpo no congratulate.
Wow.
There. Me bode me rabanabado. Me bonabado.
Mama G.
Yes, that's the name. I'm told there wo egu one kan krana.
Ono one who said
or congratulate. Na sister no winning. And I'm telling her, minim baby owo but baby owo bi onte za American. Za oye na ehu oye asset man ankasa. Yeah, party in the nya chance or chine bi benya chance. Inti the matter no ye no onkodan ye dwuma ma party. Na oye ni ye no nya ho abotar. Look, the same polling station for one day wabo on and would even something bigger. And the same way na me catch and Crawford walk election weekend is the Bantama walk to Abano incumbent chairman no Olusi by 4 votes. Look, chairman I lose you by 4 votes. I mean may lose primaries by 1 vote da. 22-23.
1 vote.
1 vote. I've lost election by a single vote before. 208 primaries. May. I lost by a single vote. Inti chairman na owo Bantama. So we lose by 4 votes. Ma now kuma in bubu. Monka de onye MP Kocho Manso. Yenyu Asenso he's such a towering figure. Wa parliament. Wa Bono he was the first Tescon president, founding president of Tescon. Oman peyin Kufo inaugurating wo Kumasi Tech. Wasuma we do them. Them bri for wotem ko bo wo MP ne tamano. New chairman no ini yedwuma. Politics no owo moto. Moti bia no won sesi, won close ranks. Na yankunko ye nanyim. Eba Central Region. So under yeso regional elections no mese Morocco no yetumi yani binum kasai obi ti there Kenneth ono ye deputy ono ye youth organizer, regional youth organizer no onye Saki in the incumbent organizer impayinfo yin tina ho waka chane look oye wunu payin taseman Kenneth ojitu Emma was step down. The same way one work of first vice the original first vice that the main is between a former second vice KK Bonze and only chairman Kojoham chairman Kojoham no ofi futu and now another candidate also up second vice chair also ofi efutu Samuel Gatti now the nansa yakro win ba party elders no nwa frɛ Kojoham the first vice no on then onje munto na chede futu ankaye 2 for war position or region na onje mma KK Bonze no nko na chede futu nyimpa kor because region no so into nkada nkofo ebi wo fi the same constituency but chat masa oba how adwen nti now constituency ni share no so Samuel Gatti no ono nko a second vice na Kojoham no drop the first vice no KK Bonds or experience na on farm back whoever will become the chairman agron or a consensus kakanka so party ni yeti yan wase dama opeyin another example na mentem wase bi wo ho weekend the entire constituency executives wo bay menyu wo kase me say look se jemon kan ba wo politics ma nkunyimzi so remba nti wonje bibiare monka na won kambom, and they left my place with joy. The worker yi dwumazen nti me say opayin NDC me waste my time on NDC for one some kaka. Rather no, I will spend time in building my own party.
Right. I mean, Saturday regional elections because so now for national akoso. So far, elections now akoso no is MPP on course.
Oh, I'm very impressed with things I'm seeing. Why do I say so? We are in opposition. Your opposition, yenya bim. Normally opposition say bonda nkrofo wa be mebubu. Nti they don't show interest. Activism no oyo kofum. But in opposition, 1.5 years, naturally the way nkrofo show interest, it tells you that when bibi they obey. And we say I didn't interest in you are. Or it is so kakra, but interest in a bar, it gives you a signal. Even for MPship, them often constituencies, you know.
Yeah.
Every now and then you see people showing interest. Oh, about contest the city, about contest the city. There's nothing like yen to me win. Mbojat masa. So that gives me a lot of hope. There, look, Bibi Kasibi the whole man. Nti no inyana yewo enyim no yeziku na enyim no na mbre to mbre nyinara no all there yedi hyenye ne tirim there ekroye somu na munsomu nkrofo abo won mo zina abo party se nyimpa no ofoma wonyi ne tochin ebuon no ojina na do dem na woye. In fact ade kura NDC fu ya kan wasem ya woye ma odu bia ma so mo bon wana about you there. They are able to easily come together. Or your one strength. On no ya was beating NDC fun. They are able to easily come together in spite of one differences. One is your one strength. And that is one thing or your weakness we have to overcome. We should be able to overcome.
But then I didn't say you beat me overcome it.
Well, one thing, party first. As soon as the party first, it is easy to let go. But at the same time, no, or the young kasa sumbri to mbreno yeshe yenusu na yenu mkasa. Because as simbi so wa a catch a winyana or ya is difficult
To forgive them.
to forgive. Oya oyezen. A one so ida maka asam can na kani na mesi. Sometimes when it gets to internal politics, the way a young kasa so oya ye kasetia ya wono oya nanu yesho. Oya nanu yesho. Sometimes we no be party paying bi waka show abufra bibi nechi. No waka tro bibi ya wafo bi no social media. Onyim there or your party ba one so ide yeje. Ide yeje. Na ya yezi ibuma ya no.
Right. Leader, you better come about demonstration, but quickly, will be a one to Abama Dr. Laj Mahmoud Bomia 2024. I didn't hear so Sana doing a to Abama Dr. Laj Mahmoud Bomia.
Dr. Baumia is a problem solver. Abrebone hu odu baby a want to wase.
Okay.
Abrebon odu baby a want to wase. But with time, nimpa better wase. Dr. Baumia Sabio obey a running mate or some party or sumi obey a vice president wanda or the nyina the sum yan papa Nana Akufo-Addo na ben. Some of the key challenges are yenye wabem wanda wo ho dano minua ato forcing oba parliament okasan for the first time ato praise Dr. Baumia ose obo MPP in about the war them digitalization ayeye them say hey echimwehu all the payment systems, the e-governance initiatives are ye introducing for reforms no. Mana na mwehu de sana mo bobo ya abado. Atoba a budget review no, media review. He said it. Me pedo ehwehwe tape na bo na nkofo.
Pe tape no ma misisi ya.
Yes. Honor Kasen atuna na muto. All these initiatives, you know, or Dr. Baumia. Them go for reserve see. And sometimes these funa win muto. They are not even properly managing it. The way or then chawayen. Mpocho. So Dr. Baumia it's a nekase nyinara. He is youth centered. You see, the world today has changed. It has changed into a digital age, technology, artificial intelligence. So what can the assets are? Today, your knowledge over a certain software is your asset. It is property or your wage japazi. A japazi in ya a dang in the sikadri bio. Or ye nyimzibia wo e wa technology bi ho. Oni a japazi. You see, whenever Dr. Baumia talks about digitalization, he is directly speaking to the youth and opportunities that he wants to use technology to create for employment. Because you need a leader who has a broader understanding of the technological age and is willing to invest in technology to create economic opportunities for the youth. Ghana, your problem I will say is unemployment. Galam say ya king is because youth in Pinara wonya mo from a university. When any da dan da obey adwuma Cocoa Board, Bank of Ghana, Ghana Gas, GMPC, bobo abey adwuma no nkote. But in your bay juma no be create economic growth. Or your uncronkre juma no be create economic growth. So what Dr. Baumia is saying in there, say yamana kwenya ni economic policy no, it will be fully be anchored on technology. Sometimes people say, oh, Dr. Baumia or economist, now he has veered off from economic issues. Really? Do they understand the age we are in? In Bria woman or digital revolutionary age. We are in an era of digital revolution. So any economic policy devoid of this imperative is empty. You cannot talk about policy, economy as a leader without fusing it with technology. So you need technology to move. So that is why he simplified it by saying that he will create a digitalized economy using the youth now. What should share opportunity as those who would benefit. Because abufre baby or where university or idea or your capital noze we develop a software. The meaning once there is a national policy in that respect Niso obotum wenya nanu eziban. On kada obotwen Bank of Ghana employment. On kada obotwen GMPC employment. So that is what it is. Look, yenuanum NDC for what promise P. What's what about 1 job 3 shifts? What's what about 24-hour economy? Look, well, I've been asking myself the NDC for the 24-hour economy Mamu King, Nasi Chreden. If it is about creating opportunity for Ankran Krejuma, creating opportunity for the private sector, then what that means is that you need to also put in place the incentives for the private sector to take advantage of. But in the electricity, no boy, electricity tariffs in Akko, sir, by almost 30%. They have imposed more taxes. If you compare to what the Republican software was about, it is making life unbearable for importers. Today, there is no proper incentive for agriculture. That is why okwenya odo ebro odon emu oton ne ebro na oye no bo yazine chen obi a we import ebro in a Moaba Ghana. So yanko no very simple. Why is it that you import maize all the way from Brazil? You import poultry products, akuko, chofi, prakonam pork. Import from Abrochi. Obodu Ghana ne itua tax mpo a retona oye cheaper than nkoko a anye won wo Ghana, than a brower wedua, than a mo wedua wo Ghana no import mo ne itua tax still wozina edua wo Ghana no boyeze. It tells you straight away that there is policy misalignment. Okay. Abeno does not get it. 107.3. It's clear.
But in books, no, over indicators, no,
inflation. Remember, if you are not spending, your duty as a government is to spend in key areas of the economy. If you are not spending and the money is there, and you are recording low inflation, your macroeconomic variables are stable. Do you call them economic growth? You are satisfying IMF. What's in the IMF who was supervisor? This economy is an IMF supervised economy. It is not an economy that is being managed to benefit the ordinary Ghanaian. Why? Minority for. Yanyi aboso kan fu kedi nkomo. Your friend and them spare parts for no. Yanyi Ghana Employers Association for is in common. Yanyi Traders Association for no, Yanyi is in common. Yanyi AGI Association of Ghana Industry. Yanyi wankasina kukomo. There was live feed, media funyina batina ho, and these businessmen were bold. Ghana Union of Traders Association for they were bold. Media for ho waka wanansam. How I welcome AGI for so wakasai. So you see, this is a responsible minority. Say your kasa di ye jina ye won jina do. It's not that you boy entrim. Number mza or kodo we economy no mu no na yeka. Abey jobs we create. 107.4 one create jobs bia. Rather no ishoma nkrofo na wa fon we dwumum wa sakipi nara. Thousands of Ghanaian youths have been denied their employment. They were sacked. They were dismissed. Their contract terminated without cause. Obia Yejuma 2017, 2018, 2020. Just because a baby no employee in Inti. In fact, across all sectors, there is only one ministry. And the major Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Minya nyimpaze oyebia ebona abado. Jenya okujeto ablakwa. I may disagree with him on many fronts. I have serious disagreement with him on foreign policy and even the way he handled MPP issues, the extreme okre and all of that. But at least what I know, nyede, as a foreign minister, no, those who were employed before he assumed office, one terminate to be Nejuma. That I commend him for that. 107.3. But what about the other ministers? They were sacking people, center, right, left. Other agencies, many of them merely because Nyimpano were employing during MPP time. It's wrong. So they've created huge unemployment by sacking these people. And the worst part of it, one has one promises. It's to be create a 3 shifts so that youth in Binumba Yejuma Nopa, we are what's a Numbri Crampono, Wobotu one more torchlight. Na is I then is our door. They said it. And the Ebazine Yehu. So, you know, man, this is for one kasa working with position. You know what about being worker.
Leader, Obi will feel because then the beba buying because is cow why suspended na scanner and antenna who to back room na a band be decided say make it pussy.
They are not creating opportunities for economic growth. That's their fear. You see, for instance, 1D, 1F. They came and they cancelled the policy. It was wrong. What is a policy alternative? Bison, call the trade minister and interview her and ask the respected Honorable Elizabeth Ofosu-Ajare that, Minister, more alternative policy must be after you cancel 1D, 1F in Eden. What is their vision for the private sector? What is NDC's vision for the private sector? If opportunities and we create juma. Rather no, businessmen are being harassed here and there. I met some people. Odibia on the golf course now. Mekono, meeting some businessmen will show us in the Yoko a freeze one account. In the Yoko actual letter come on all banks. There was show one same. And then we invite to Yoko. No we be so the wabron saying here then they see we shares or what particular company here then any the Mexican. When that has nothing to do with even politics. So this is not the politicians or harass we know. These are private businessmen. That is what Iyoko is doing. State agencies have been weaponized and they are attacking the business community in a very subtle way. So it is wrong to work hard to make money under NDC. And if they see that you are not aligned to them, that one day worse off. That is wrong. So I'm saying that they should create the opportunity for all of us. They should build the economy. They have an opportunity. 1.5 years gone, 2.5 years more. It doesn't matter whether you are going to lose an election. Build the economy, create the opportunities. 1D, 1F was basically to give incentive to the private sector. And there's evidence that many companies took advantage of the initiative and invested in Ghana and created the jobs. Kufone time, he declared golden age for business. It brought in a lot of investors. Akufo-Addo also introduced one district, one factory to create opportunities. Tax incentives, number one. What are our people doing? There's no incentive. There's no tax incentive. So how then do you say you are creating 24-hour economy when your electricity tariffs are very high? If you read the policy document, there's a clear mismatch between what they themselves have written, what was written by Mr. Guzitano. Yeah. And they later came to Parliament and said one 24-hour economy authority. No, so we'll establish authority. So is it about a bureaucratic institution? Is it about bureaucracy? Or is it about going to the people with what they need and giving them what they need? It's, you know, opening, for want of a better word, I would say NDC for unwe
and yeah, early days.
Oh, a group of Sofianopa. Akufo-Addo kade or the free SHS baban. Immediately, what's when in all the free SHS bay.
Yeah.
Anna TVET also be free or start STEM education or introduce 1D, 1F, one village, one dam, northern part of Ghana. A lot of farmers benefited from the one village, one dam. We saw expansion of infrastructure in our various schools. Culvert. Akufo-Addo invested heavily in culverts. Road construction. Abembia and BT Akufo-Addo no record. Look, Akufo-Addo now went through crisis. COVID-19 na nkofo kan was na COVID na Russia-Ukraine war. It really made an impact on our economy. Very negative. It was not easy. But Abembi and you are perfect. In terms of Mejitum, even as a government, we made some mistakes. Mejitum, I accept it. Maybe with the benefit of hindsight, one can say that, oh, this could have been done better. And what they are celebrating, do you think that it suddenly arose? It couldn't have suddenly arisen. It couldn't have. It's not sudden. IMF reports. We went through the difficult time. Look, we have paid dearly for the domestic debt exchange program, and they are benefiting. So now they create the impression that, we kept the lights on. The gold for oil program, we used that in a time and there was crisis to stabilize our economy, in spite of all the challenges.
Gold reserves.
Intino, yayebi, yentum ya yeni nyinara, edu hondo, one so 1 year and then yenshwe.
Right, you been wrong, my Mrash, but quickly answer the Beko Hono. Demonstration course, so democracy under attack. Critics will feel back and say, oh, Nasa Obia, Nanti Obia, and Bibia, Moya demonstration crano, Obia, Hamadrin. Pillars Ben Amujina Swamo de Case, your democracy can be cabino, your children and
Number one, in the Ghana, a MPP Yakasa was it, what you show him, Wabecho. Wa parliament, Minimahawa, me MPs be welcome. Yensem Yana able to me, I can wapado. And they are TikToker, social media. Yes, young kada sebe obinka kasa kasefi intia omanpenyin honestly obi anje ntumi dem baza ya kan da so obi ne kasai ankoye ya issue a writ of defamation against the person soon may use embra na yamfa mbonu kwedu na yamfa no nkoto fiaze Chantal Al-Hassan or the Fiazi. There's a guy who was earlier jailed, a TikToker be, was friend Kwame Nkrumah the second. Do be anti because they won't attend be wa. So on ben politics one. I do be anka but I follow that story. Kwame Nkrumah the second. And some crowd me pedam catch police for sunye there. Me someone pi. Oh yeah, more on that than Crawford. Oh, equally plead the guilty. Judging or the Obomu because for some reason there was a guilty plea and was jailed. Medibon. Those days now me practice no yaza police for ya pa, especially outside Accra. You know those police for no CID for no one pede wejuma no yesen ewa. Inti watch one wada da wanyo kokos wuni bibi. Judge no obehu mobo. Inti wo de wo kwa kase wajatu Bumwande we jail. I did a lot of such cases. I had to file appeal and all of that. But today, under NDC, this is what is happening. In fact, just for the records, a minority have filed private members' motion to change, to amend that law, to repeal that law, section 207 and 208 of the Criminal and Other Offences Act. You have filed an amendment and the private members bill. And to say you parliament October, you expect the union majority for no cooperate with. And na you tum na you repeal the membrane. And after Oman Peyin Kufo or repeal the criminal libel law no, de oye mbrebia ye nyina mpanyimfo wo we free there or the one wo book no mu and ono na ye nuanom NDC for will take advantage is ono to nchana about the justice system itself. Chief Justice Tokonu, now it is clear the Osanda Mamino na ebia or mo hon kwan ama 1 years a war ye ntina wo ye den wo yi nezin. How come the young Papa Chief Justice Sabio court convocation it is for the judges and the lawyers to have rest, but you say all judges should go on vacation. Number no Sabio cases are your MPP for now. What one court I'm a judges there won't jasam. Is it to ensure the computerized system now what they assign cases and so the essence of the computerized system no was to allow for fair trial so that computer no assign case or the other courts. It was introduced under Justice Georgina Wood na time. Successive Chief Justice awobe nyina was the Mazin Yejuma. In the Nwetwem intino wa direct court asam no nko so that one preferred judge no with asam na wa mo judgment a wohwehwe is ono to nchena the tribunal system, the choboy court system. Although once a chairman of the tribunal or a lawyer, but there's no requirement for him to have the training to be a proper judge. And then lay persons. Look, it is a disaster. Complete disaster. Then again, Dami Iyoko, Dami bail bond, honors bail conditions. And cover property 50 million, cover property 30 million, 100 million. On ye, share Yenya Kwabna Edubuahin. He's a young man. He has committed over 20 years of his adult life serving this country as an intelligence officer. In Yadayado, they keep wake to protect us. He doesn't deserve what he's going through. National security in someone can wapado. So how national security for operate to keep the peace, to protect us? If Antase nasa awo ipede jina na security for one expenditure do not bokwe no, there will be no national security. The way the young man is being mistreated on a year, no man this on yet. Now let's talk about wound to me. In him there all along, no wound to me case no. Mete na mention dan tase papa. All along the impression created ni there wound to me waka ya galamse. That's the impression. Onwa Ghana fupi na was all wound to me ya galamse. Obi mo bia mo nyima nyina. Mark judgment in 3 times. Open in him there even the charges no they didn't charge him there why ya galamse. So onye galamse ntina wound to me or the prison no. Mate mahwe honorable Asedun Katia NDC chairman mahwe ni video okro Kumasi okoye interview na all year propaganda there MPP fo e ba ze yezi wuntumi na chi na obi a waka ya galamse wa say insu wa say we twetwe ye ndua wa me reho me say NDC fo mu wotimi yezen so won say wa dan obi si maka kade bibi nsu asam no me kaka hwe na nyimpa no rusu all kan ya odi nyankopon ni dimpo abam and this for so benyin wo twa asam to da wo baka ni na way a obi abejezi. That's what they've done to wound to me. Mama ni due wound to me mama ni due na nyankopon no tumu so nton kan akoma ntuni e mo ndwendweni pi na year number na busua mama won shazen mishkade wonya akukudur na won bompai na nyankopon okasa mayen.
Right, leader Obeka say
Na me chere galamsey asem no.
Right.
When I read the judgment, now judge no what show the son won't me nanka so one mining lease. Son ombu mbrebiado. Na asem a wodi yenjan nkrofo bi kotu gold wo won't me na asase do. And now we go to gold, one for Quempapa to be to gold. Into or the forward the mazin. Hey, be them number what kind of into the mining companies P. Our Ghana doesn't mean there Obi Koya Galamsey war a Obino concession dra.
You bet you why your concession no.
Come on, come on, and brand waste in each other. Wait in Brani Chazi. So, and they say 20 years, Uncle jail. All they wanted to do, perhaps, was to punish Wontumi for something else he has done. And all of us know why Wontumi is being punished. Obi enyim Ghana. But only there here and them. Only there and them. You see? Ochino wo ho, they be America da masem you. And the reason why me to me a bold mekadamasem because MPP are bredono. And they may be now me free do yes system against NDC phone. Meka wasam.
Right, I want to come here and say MPP and you too lenient. And of course, I thought to be na NDC for Asemba or one case you do family kwan so bu okra ulidi e patrol.
Oh yes, it is true because me feel there. Me feel there. Kememi kebi. Oinda inya politicians no yeze damaz no ye nusu onboa. And I've not changed my position. But I'm worried because ebia ochina the way they are going, you know, they will make it difficult for me to even attempt.
So be patrol.
Mabaka dem yenje. Mbojo ebia ndamreka sa won basrom. Obaga memfi Afenyo market no memmi akrampo no obetum wadi amunam. Ebia, oh my mind, today. But I'm saying that the cycle must end somewhere. I won't sit here and say, under Akufo-Addo, it was perfect. I won't say that them a political attack. This is the first time. I won't say that. It would be hypocritical on my part to say that. But I'm also saying that even if it did, let's end it, make it better, and change the way we go about things. I am not saying that don't ensure accountability, don't demand accountability. I haven't said, but demand accountability with a human face. Let justice be seen, that there is justice. Let people see justice at play. Why did they arrest Miracle Abuaji at the airport? Why are they misleading people that Miracle Abuaji were 30 million, 40 million one account? Why are they doing that? Why are they tarnishing the young man's image? And unfortunately, sometimes I and MPP we fall into their trap. We sometimes even believe it.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yes, they set the agenda. Now what could be? Now what information be a man? Now what's Charlie? Akwana semne nye kra obwa propaganda. So people living around you in your close circle, ebia wonyi mu ye ni may believe that ampa ekedibon. Nye them not it. Nye them not it. No. So they have mastered the propaganda, and then you social media no so wo be me pedam kan fancy ko social media commenting na e commenting ya na oye nyimpa o negative comment no what the na AI artificial intelligence them machine we create farm no what them and this for no one we ho if you the comment ebi anche Mabawu platform do, then they target me. So they unleash them. Into no be a better obekado. Afenyo Markins krano or kasano social media and crofum pe. No. Yeni na no ye nyimpa machine. Or your technology. What did drive opinion? What? And this is one what the win about propaganda no. Propaganda akoshi samano into what trasam kroto order. E onda dan no mama mi bi na okosu no. Oza Afenyo obwa. Ibi sane there. Ibi no obwa mami obwa. Obwa. It's a game, but are you careful? You fall into their trap. Into bon there, on the Yako demonstration, a very successful demonstration, peaceful. Then, one stage the madden into a stager. And when you're careful, you hold the thank you instead of all MPP people doing hashtag democracy and attack. No one throw agenda no. We throw agenda now. Then once you join that conversation, so you realize that I didn't rush to any studio to respond to anybody.
Yeah.
I told people that hey, be smart, MPP, be smart. Don't waste your time. If radio don't know what they're talking about, don't answer. Stay on course. Democracy and attack. That's the message.
Right, leader. 1 minute per fact me. Any deal consume basis here.
My leadership to present a petition to the president, drawing his attention to some excesses. The youth are being arrested and jailed just for speaking truth to power. The chief of staff or the deputy or a very senior member of government under the circumstances and to lead it. We feel that with great respect to you and without prejudice to your presence, to nominate only you to come amount to disrespecting us as a political party. I'm the leader of the party in parliament. You have the general secretary of the party here. You have the chief of staff of the flag bearer. We have the chairman of the Constitutional Affairs Committee of the party. Members of parliament and the leadership of parliament are all here. But to disrespect our democracy by only nominating you to come, like I said, with great deference to you.
Right, leader, the entire board tape anyway, and he said demonstration no cost come out. But more present petition, you know, kakra bi ese ho no, and my message no yira.
What I'm saying is that in this era, the politics are your woman. You have to know how to sustain your own message. Ebia, because I've done some training on social media, that is why me approaching it different. I've gone through some training. Share, for instance, let me just give an example for the benefit of MPP4. Somebody may say something on social media. The thing may just have 2 likes and 1 share. The thing has not gone anywhere, but nimpan work. It will die a natural death. As soon as you go and pay attention to it, in the name of you want to tell your friend, for instance, me will be a phone, na ma forward amount. Then I forward it to somebody else. Then the close circles are all sharing. Then you are making the thing go viral.
Yeah.
So I always tell people that if you go and see anybody writing, saying something about, don't share it with me. Don't even read it.
Don't waste the time on side, you know.
Yes, because it's a trap. About on Saturday, for instance, I was hard on one senior member. For the first time, the senior member no, on send him WhatsApp message down. Me one or send obi na asem bi di bram na my friend na me say open inti MPP for your parliament all the good things we've been doing you don't share. You have not even forwarded a single debater. Yeah, it's been impactful to me though, leader. Well done.
Yeah.
Why are you forwarding NDC in Assam and work out for me and 7 a.m.? You are forwarding it to me. Or say, oh leader, I wanted you to know. I say, no. Know what? Please delete it from your end. In fact, I felt bad what I did, but I had to do it. I also had a good friend, my bosom friend be for many years. Every now and then, no, I forward it. Obina sama watch or no, also or send them. One day, me titi menu on message, bro. You know what? From today, even if you hear people going to kill me, don't tell me. Enough of this. Wejay. You see, social media operate in a funny way. I had a gossip kokonsa platform.
Yeah.
If you don't stay focused with your message will get lost. And those who know how social media operate are deliberate about it. Those who know how social media operates are very deliberate about social media. So they have a way they throw something in. Knowing that people like to gossip. Then they know though, was the Damazi divert attention. So somebody can say that, oh, bottom assembly abapa worker. Then will be say, oh, this person, he's saying this because he's jealous of me. Then people will become inquisitive. Oh, Dama, why is he jealous? Then they are rather sharing.
Side jealousy.
Bonde, ebia weko wiazo. Azina weko wiano is rather lost. Now, the person who is writing that will be a jealous, will now engage others that Charlie, this agenda, so share. Did you get it? Until you must be smart. If you are a social media communicator, if you are a politician in this era, you must always remember your own message. What is your message? So MPP for Yako demonstration. What is our message? We say democracy is under attack. So even it's 1 week, not say even if 10,000 MPP people have that as their hashtag.
No more share.
No share. No watch on one page. Equal Ghana, the Iba Ghana trending issue, democracy under attack. The government will sit up. Now let me even come to young flag bearer, Dr. Baumia. How many people post Dr. Baumia? Yes, sir. We post birthday party, yen DP, ya chocho, ya dinta maybe that to do yen a status. We want to sell Dr. Baumia. We want the youth. A lot of the youth did not vote. A lot of the youth, politics, they are too busy. They don't know about governance. It is his image. We have the benefit of early primaries. And this is for any candidate yet. So one thing that as a party we can do now is to project the image of our flag bearer in such a manner there by 2028, now that is the household name and face. Obianim there, papaya na yenyim there. But how many of us are doing that? We don't get it. How many of us are doing that? Close circle friends, are they doing that? MPs, are we doing that? Former MPs, are we doing that? Party communicators, are we doing that? Constituency officers, are we doing that? Regional officers. The party machinery, Obia was social media. Are we posting the flag bearer? Because it's post as important as the flag bearer. It is Dr. Baumia and nothing else. Are we marketing him? Are we selling him? Which image are we creating for Dr. Baumia? He's an affable, peace-loving, conciliatory, a patient man, a good listener. What are we saying about him? So, you're the end is if when you're candidate, and now we'll be struggling to market. No. The time to project him is now. And we have to be deliberate about it rather than wasting time on NDC for one asama working and whatever what they do. Because as for them, they are in government. Their job is to make the life difficult for you.
Yeah.
Their national security apparatus is there. They have government communication bureau. I know. So as a minority leader, but we know how they strategize and go about it. Say, yen demo ya yakri. Damaskamishes bina motin. It was a deliberate ploy to kill the demo. It was not accidental. One work at the baby now was no, it was not by accident. It was planned. They sat down. What she said there, look, go after Afenyo Markins. Do this. Present it. No, what's another person. No, so what there's a onka. No, so onka them. One say and as a political communicator who has gone through this thing kakrano, the dam no orko. Sometimes will be a call a TikTok washa wahoba. Don't even mind the person. Nimpano akaka we he can share, but that can remain within the circle of nanum krofono. Na unko baby a mboyas masa. If for instance NDC for cook agenda about me, Afenyo Markins. Now they start sharing among themselves. It is nothing. It will gain your friend and momentum. It will gain traction if it gets into MPP circles or those who are apolitical, and it is also shared. Then I don't know, we gain traction, and then they use the fake news where Awobe creates fake news, you know. Now was account. So on so or target the vulnerable. And then the obia ko TikTok. Obia ko TikTok. Embriwafunyina what there's a way they target. You know, obia ibia a particular site be yeah. Bon there algorithms no obe lead you to ishakura. Bondo or do dama. So we as a party, we need to educate our people. Party for no either who damage me there, a cut there, in there, who pay ni be, and this in be ashan aruba. Don't even comment. Don't even waste your time. Chomnako. Or your agenda. I go to the whole watch your BBA for Dr. Baumiano. In your manner, what's your share? When you can respond to it in a different way by raising your own issue. So, just look at it. Then prepare your message, and which would counter it in a different way. Sometimes you don't even make it direct, because making it direct will mean tracing the source.
Yeah.
Then you are getting the source to go viral. I hope you are getting the point.
You
sure?
Yeah.
It's no on bois. So sometimes the timing in responding is also critical. Because sometimes I don't know why what the test abutara whether you be emotional and then you panic and go giddy. No. Into no even you MPP for yansha honi ye.
Right.
Because power no baba ofi ankasa.
Right. Nansen time you ho ani ate say ya target MPs bi ya ye bechichiro mo. No mu bubodin. Menim mo pick intelligence bi efri hina a shake you.
Oh, opinion. If all they want to do is to be arresting MPs, we are waiting for them. There's no problem. We are waiting. What I know is that they've been threatening some of my MPs. Sometimes it's been me a contribution. Then they will get BNI or to call them. They will on reports. I mean, I've solved a lot of these problems. I don't want to go specifics, but
undisturbed.
Oh, obviously, some people are disturbed. I mean, or nyimpa, nyobia no wo the same level of akukudura obi wo. Yeah. Obi wo wa bibi the more especially in Yeshwe. And obandama nyimpa no onkasa wa parliament mpono bondo oyezen. Nti bonda deny one way. They be the same set of people na wakasa, But I tell people that you're a politician now, you must sack yourself for everything. You must sack yourself for everything. But what I want to tell you, is they should help our president to leave a legacy. They should not waste the 2.5 years ahead of their own government with all these arrests. Because when you're careful, they would rather destroy the image of the president. Because Oman paying baby awa boni breduno, I believe he came back to leave a legacy. So they should help him to leave a legacy. You know? And this arrests, it won't help them. I mean, that's what I'll tell them.
Right. Mami Roma Imra Sojafi, new sheriff in town. And this is what they say changes about. Honorable Agaga James, Ayakweno, majority leader, no, a master stroke. I beha edum kumano. Changes no one saying.
Well, I can't comment on one strategy, but I'm saying that agruniform Osan Onyoko Osan Onyoko agruniform they are in government, so they have a lot of space, you know. From what I heard earlier, I'm there now. Honorable Ayerga, Nenu Anshada Anje, majority leader, you know, no pedo ye minister. I know, yetin that do. Mami Bisan, Minu Amati there, a pede going jamna, aka minister.
So Tatan too much.
Oh no, I wouldn't want to go that route. I mean, Obiana Mope, me for instance, Yaba Parliament 2013, election petition. There were few meetings, then painful be said, hey, Namo, I watch it a post now, you know, now the expectation was that we were going to win the court case. Some elders were shocked when I said, well, I'm a minister, me pay me a parliament. Okay? Yaba power, of course, first term, many opportunity to serve in any leadership capacity, but I still did my work. When eventually President Akufo-Addo Kado Oyem, majority leader, and the party took the decision, I had to go to him and say, I'm a majority leader without ministerial appointment to it. Because, you know, my attitude towards that portfolio, no, on you there, mean a certain level of experience be with parliament. No, I'm boom, and son is minister. It's my personal view.
Okay.
I'm very conservative when it comes to that because I see ministerial portfolio not as a hobby portfolio, but a very weighty responsibility. You need to enter the ministry with a certain level of weight. That's my personal view. So at any point, if MPP were BAME, now I want to go forward, the one year minister, I want to get into that particular ministry where certain weight be.
Okay.
That's my personal view. So, sir, I'm paying young flag bearer, Oba, power, Ochina. Na Obisam, there, oh, leader, I want you to be a minister. It will be difficult for me to say there, say, I want to be a minister. It will be difficult to say that, yes, sir, I want to be a minister.
Okay.
I'm saying it will be difficult because I want to work in parliament.
107.3.
I want to work in parliament. I love parliamentary advocacy. I love the parliament work. I believe that the parliamentary democracy needs a certain level of enrichment. It shouldn't be seen as a second-class political work. Work in parliament must be taken serious. You make laws. You influence policy. Parliament is the face of democracy. So at any point, it should have some men of substance who have the experience. So I love parliament. But obi so pede obey a minister or so biana nitim asam na adwen.
Right, leader Fachame say see as opportunity abana MPP so mu hia wo. Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia settle on you.
I beg you, please stop it. Me pocho.
Mate leader.
Me pocho. I beg you.
Nana mate.
Me pocho. Party ni mpanyinfo wom. Napo. Oye papa no running mate. Please don't lead me into that temptation. I'm not one of those overly ambitious people. Please.
Right.
I will know. I don't know why you said that, but I'm very serious on this. There are senior members in the party.
Okay.
I don't want this thing. Wankasa and I'm one obi jushana
or
asama mode mpocho. Ano peso obi kofa asama mpocho. Ma yensum wo bebia yeresum na yembo papan no fu na egua.
Okay.
Mpocho atmasa. Yemma onsum on fu na egua. Mon baba nde na I also pay the bid. Me you be enya apre mpocho. Nwa wo pre running mate no. Count me out.
Right. Man, I support me leader.
No. It matters. Oh, it's okay. But social media.
Okay.
So let me be very clear. One wo pre running mate no. Emi kwame na menka wo bi. So be pra minim but menka wo bi. 7.3. Yeresum wo parliament. Party in mpanyinfo wom. Party in mpanyinfo wom. Mpanyinfo na ahinzi na edu won do no. Won fu wegua. Yempia won na won ye won adwuma. Won pe wa brebom. Ma yen ye adwuma no wo parliament. Na party in mpanyinfo wom. Nti emi running mate asem na won a menka wo bi. Mpocho. Na obi anka fam ho adwen bi. Na party odubi anemu yehu pocho pi
fa chebe leader
medasi pi
August 4 ewo MPP mu ehu wo mfaso na ehu wo mfaso de ntie no hu wo mfaso.
Well yenim payinfo wo share wo sopon and we form the nationalist movement United Gold Coast Convention UGCC, and that laid the foundation for what we have today. It is true that Nkrumah Bay, but for me CPP, and that eventually won the elections and became the first government. But that does not take away the fact that MPP and Painful were forming the nationalist movement and laid that foundation. And we celebrate them for that work they did. In Yanwana, in Cheyenyuho, if UGCC, Aba United Party, Aba Progress Party, then there was a split, PFP and UNC. Then Yankopon Adom 92 mpemfuni nyina asem bom yebo form MPP. Until 4th August, it has its significance. Yantutu nfum o hian because dame dano na mpemfu waka de bronyi na membun or de yesu ye je fa wuzi na yankasa yenya yan ebibifo yana membu nti oye azibia ehunhia mayan MPP fo because yes a kai yen mpanyinfo.
Right, when you right there quickly, you bet Charles is here. Crop of leaders by now MPP here going into 2028 general elections. Regional because so many day now move to national.
Collective spirit, leaders with collective spirit. I said initially that we need to kill that individual competition spirit in us. You see, the world has moved from the era of individualism, teamwork, family. We don't love one another enough. We need leaders who love. I used to move my car one morning and drive to my colleague's house, go and visit, talk about family, talk about the party. Or they do young more, or they zi enyizima young more, or they dream party no ideology more. So be young from Muda or de yetum yafa nyansa kwan bi do na yɛka kyerɛ ma yɛnto ne nkyɛn. One person wasom party pa odubia nkrofo wobonizin yayewa oyo me ye onyinapo. Emi asam baby odan mezeboto Matthew Poku Pempe. I saw his works. When I came to Parliament, I saw him. When we introduced free SHS, I saw him in action at the Ministry of Education. He may not be perfect, but he has served this party. Sometimes we damage him. It's not fair. Where we find weaknesses in him, we should approach him and help him to correct himself. Share abrebono nyezio. To where you may have a weakness, but you may not know. Oh yes, Gabi in any station, Nayati. Gabi, Papa, why am Unkrofo? He is not perfect. But when we be bonitin, forgetting about even the good things that he's done for the party. I want us to celebrate one another and learn to forgive one another. Obina sama ba wo party ni mu a yenwu kona yeba foda yeba dumduja na wonso wonyi nyimpa. Sometimes you say yenwu dodo. We forget about the good things people do for the party, so we throw them under the bus. Obina sama ba was let's throw him under the bus. We don't have to do that. So if you want to ask for the new crop of leaders, and now MPP for your pedia party in Oko power 2028, the me is sui iwunya. Say ando yenwa yentum emfadwen or dey yakwasiya ma party self-sacrifice, and above all mpabo politics or you politics and mpabo nyim nkunyimzi nyim oye sunsum asem ekwa akagina the want to abamo se esura amfa mo a runtumi nya esura amfa mo a runtumi nya nto ya yem bi se raze yen ni zinkita ho nkofo an na wo bompe ma party de bia ye koyeba we are so selfish in our prayers. Do we even pray for our party? We don't. We all pray for ourselves. No. Do we pray for the party? Oh yes, Masam. You want Dr. Baumia to win. Do you pray for Dr. Baumia? Do you ask God to open doors for this party? To let his light shine upon this party? Do you ask God to grant this party his grace and favor? Do we say that just one phrase, just 1 minute of prayer? Do we pray for the party? Ya committee mpa, ya bompe mpa na ya mbodi ye. Onye nyuado aze, oya mpaibo. So as a party, we should pray for the party. Ye nyina members no. Anopa ye wo morning devotion no. Na kai. Eko mosque, e di utiri bofoma na kai. Party e bi se raze. The ikuna a woman onfani inshira na ododo mpaibo ehun ododo mpaibo ozi nkunyimzinam misi dubio ododo mpaibo ozi nkunyimzi na ozi nam oyobia no sunsum yetre no mi ehun ti na Jesus can no also when 2 or 3 gather in his name he's there. In other words, if ododo all your energies are coming together for a cause, there's a greater impact. Greater impact bi wo. Nti no wa ye wana wonyim mframem some masters no ebon pass wofre bibi selfless prayer ebon pa mmon no mbon ebo zesrem binom it will come back was give and it shall be given unto you and the Jesus didn't some ni pi no ya bebu Jesus didn't some pi no ya bebu was give and it shall be given unto you nti bompa afo me binom obi wo anen say dinde aboba ni timi asum obi o wesika wo na ebusuem mpo ne mba nkote na oka ho da bi ebe hwa na echi eyer na echi wo na dampami na ohun na achi wi nti no yetu ya mfu nyina yenka ye party won Bible we should pray for the party. The battle is the Lord. I remember back in the days Cynthia Morrison, she had a group na anefebia na wo na akufado ni fie wo bompe that group those days your opposition no odu baby no mbesiafo wo politics mo ye pa o mbesiafo wo so party ni mu na was one paibo wo bompa inye kunafo na wo bompa orijimon ho ndc fuma wo ye nyina bonda wato fum oyam paibo bonda sure boy na chi baumio nti yam bompa
Martin leader ya bera se ba
ye
mompae
yam fa mo hona
MPP
na ye hona
a leader
ye leader no
Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bawumia.
That's it. And stop individual what? Hey, you were not here.
Empire.
No, and stop individual competition.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, who you from? Not there.
Fetch him, leader.
Hey, we should stop individual competition.
Okay.
It won't help us. Let's be collective. Obini weakness, no. Go approach the person and correct him.
And you nipam na wakoto agum sa.
Nyeda wumpo na kemija de obi to foma. Obeya wo 10. No all we have that was weakness. Them know where politics as you see as our NDC for what the Chenyan, they are able to come together easily. They are able to get collective easily. Until you may see them to having problems. Parliament are way. I see a lot of problems amongst them in the majority. I see it. So baby I'm no. But what bodon pepe they all come together as if there's no problem. MPP fa nchebe mo bi ehu. Ombempo nyimpa no omba whip nimpo omba. That is our weakness. So we need to work on this so that the individual talent that we have would have that collective power, no way impact. And that impact is what will bring us power. I rest my case. Thank you.
Right, leader, you better ask for your time. Yeah, that's a what pick is in Chiao. Protozoa so some in Chiao. Almost so much muti. I never can be so much. OP Obono Mazempa Protozoa was a very hard working MP. Very hard working MP. Yan a 42 first time person. 1 year was a superstar. MPP yan 42 first time person. Me bompe de Nyankopon bobo ama wo nyina wetu wako on oppose. Amen. Me bompe because what bo wasn't do. What bo wasn't do. They work so hard. So hard. First time person. Me bompe pa there wo nyina wo botum we nya second term because minim there they are more than determined to see the party gain majority come 2028 elections na nyame be yam wompa right